What's up guys, got another little Skylines video for you guys here, and there are some important things that I want to talk about today, because you may have noticed that I haven't uploaded too many videos of this game as of lately, or hell, I haven't even uploaded too many videos anyway, which is due to a couple of things, and in general it's the fact that I'm going to have exams in 2 weeks, and I know that usually the excuse of saying, yeah, I'm kind of busy with school is not really the greatest excuse, because if you really want to do something, you're gonna find time for it anyway, no matter how busy you are. But you know, at this point I have not that much spare time, and I do kind of want to do everything that I want to do. You know, I've got Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 too, but also real life things, and there is also a Skyline specific problem, and that would be the fact that I haven't opened it in a very long time because I've had a really terrible bug, and it has to do with the mods, because if I turn the mods on, the game works perfectly, but if I turn them off, the game works perfectly, but if I reinstall all my mods, then it just doesn't open. It crashes on the loading screen 99 out of 100 times, like every once in a while, but that is extremely rare. It actually works, but it's really hard to get that, and lately I haven't gotten the game to work with my mods on, and if I turn the mods off, the city's not going to load because it uses many mods and assets and things that are quite crucial to the city functioning. So yeah, that's the issue. I can turn the mods off if I want the game to work, but if I want to turn them on and actually open the city, it just doesn't happen. And that's one thing that's keeping me from working on the city, so I kind of want to fix that. But there is also the fact that I'm actually not too happy with the city as it is right now. I mean, I like it, but I feel like it could be more realistic. It's generally well functioning, but you know, the street layouts and things like that, it isn't exactly realistically planned, so I want to start a new city and actually get that to be more realistic sometime. And I don't know how soon that is going to be. I'll probably still work on this city though, but it's something that's been lurking in my mind as well. But that's just going to happen when I actually get this game to work, so that's quite a couple of sad things right there. Moving on to the video right now, I guess, actually, because I still do have some recordings of the things that I have done before, so you don't have to worry too much about that. This is just a small neighborhood that I wanted to get over here because, you know, I bought this land anyway, so might as well build on it and actually expand the city in this direction. I wanted to get some towns around the city as well, because, you know, it's not really realistic to have just a city like this in the middle of nowhere with nothing around it, but I just have a kind of a lack of space. But yeah, you can see that this neighborhood really develops in this kind of curvy road pattern style that the entire city has been in, and this is actually one of the reasons why I am not that happy about this city, because even though it functions well and I do like it, I'm not really having too many problems with anything, and I think it looks okay. I feel like the road pattern and the overall city planning is just not realistic enough. I mean, it works in this case, but it's not really something that I've seen, and I think that what I started out with, which is what in the beginning made me like my city, was ultimately the downfall of the city, because the road pattern is just too suburban style. There's just, you know, you've got one big city with all these neighborhoods. You're always going to have some neighborhoods that have this suburban style, especially around the outskirts of a city. But since I started out with that style, I eventually ended up with the center of the city looking like a suburb, and this entire city basically looking like one big clusterfuck of suburbs. Not to mention the fact that the industrial areas, which are now being turned into office zones, as you can see, are built more to be functional than to be realistic. And I think what I want more than just a realistic city, and what I definitely want to experiment with, is a well-functioning city is something that I don't even want per se. I kind of want to go for a realistic city, and with all the traffic problems that I may have, with all the garbage or whatever problems, dead bodies all over the streets, I don't care, as long as it's realistic. Is something that I feel like I want to go for more than a utopia of curvy roads and forests everywhere, but something that I don't feel like could ever exist anywhere in real life, because the bigger the city gets, the more unnatural it feels. As a town, it really felt natural and it was developing in a very nice way, but as it got bigger, that was eventually its downfall, I think. And that is why I want to start again and just ultimately plan a city and do all kinds of things to make it functional, I guess, but above all, actually realistic is something that I kind of want to go for, which is also probably going to work better with new mods and stuff like that, because that's also one reason that I kind of want to try this, because there is a chance that I never get the city to work again. I don't know if it's a bug that will be fixed, if there's going to be some patch that can fix this, but as of now I can't open this city because of the crashing bug when I have all the mods on, and I've used all these mods and assets for this city, and without them it just doesn't work. I've tried it and everything was empty, and it was just weird, alright. So if I start a new city, I can clean my mod folder and get new assets and remove my existing ones that I don't like or aren't working and glitching and stuff like that. Just basically clean up everything and start anew with more knowledge and more everything, basically, which is very tempting for me to try at the moment. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks, I still won't be as busy and uploading as frequently as I would like to do it, simply because exams and stuff like that. And I definitely still have free time. I mean, even if I'm going to be studying all day, you know, I'm still gonna leave out a couple of hours just to do something fun. I'm not stupid, but there's no way I can actually fix this too quickly and start pumping out videos the way I was doing it before. But hopefully in the summer vacation everything will be back to fun times and I'll be able to do more videos. So I guess I should talk about the city more often. Oh well, that was just a pretty important update. I guess this area in the city, it is actually one of my favorite areas. This is going to be one of them more suburbish kind of areas. And this one is pretty planned, even though it has those very straight road layouts. You'll see in a minute, it has a cool little round road pattern in the middle, which is, you know, the kind of thing that I like. It has to look somewhat natural, but I think I discovered while playing City Skylines that natural alone is not going to work, and very structured alone is also not going to work. You kind of have to find that balance between a nice looking road pattern that has the aesthetic capabilities and a well-functioning road layout that also looks like it's realistic and something that could happen in real life. I've also seen some people with road layouts that are absolutely amazing, like all kinds of awesome patterns and things like that, but I don't think any city in real life does that, and I'm sorry if I come across as someone who has a obsession with it looking realistic, but you know, I've always liked city building, and building a realistic city for me is just more fun than building a utopia, which is something that you can easily do in any video game. But getting it to be realistic is a lot harder than just getting the game to work right. And this might be something that I got from my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 years, which is still going on. I don't even know why I'm referring it to that like that, but it's something, it's a different type of playing the game, which I think is something that works in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, is actually something that's happening in City Skylines as well. It's you can play it for the game itself, for the gameplay, and getting all the achievements and getting your city to be amazing and things like that, but you can also play it in a more aesthetic way, trying to get a nice looking city without you know, not per se going for the amazing achievements or perfect traffic, but rather a city that is aesthetically pleasing and also realistic. And I'm just more a fan of the latter, and I don't see it too much. People either just play the game like they like to do it, or they try to fix all the issues that they have within their city, but eventually cities like that always end up looking like a city in a game rather than a city in real life. And as well functioning as they may be and as perfect as they may be, I think flaws in a city are what can make a city perfect. Okay, that was way too deep for what I actually meant, but I guess it works. But yeah, that was my message for the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode, in which I will be tackling the street pattern in the downtown area. The downtown area is going to be completely flattened, demolished, removed, and there's going to be a new one with a new street pattern, which is hopefully going to be a little bit more realistic and planned. So I'll see you then.